What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Quest 64. Today we continue our way through the Boil Hole, the very oddly named lava dungeon. Whoa, that looks like a dangerous monster? It's like a fire lion. Can I maybe just hit it from a distance? Because if it's just gonna use that attack, I mean... What is that? Hot steam. Okay. Well, I mean, paralyzed enemies don't tend to be too threatening. Well, that wasn't too hard. Of course, I didn't exactly, like, take any damage, so I couldn't tell you how hard hot steam hits, but it's probably pretty safe to assume that it hits pretty hard. Luckily, it's apparently not hard to just hit them from a distance, because they don't seem to have any range attacks, or, like, the ability to move. What do we got in here? Dragon Potion, huh? Well, alrighty then. And for whatever reason, that's not actually on my map of the dungeon here, but whatever. It's not like this place is... It's not like it's particularly easy to get lost in this dungeon. This dungeon actually isn't too bad on that front. The areas are a little bit more distinguishable from each other than previous dungeons, so... Yeah. Of course, this area isn't exactly the best example of that ever, but... You know, whatever. How are my stats coming? Almost up to 41 MP. Not too shabby. Agility's at 40, which I don't even know if that's good or not. My defense seems really low this game. I'm not really sure why. Maybe I'm just completely delusional and it's actually fine, but... I don't know. Stats in this game are really weird. And honestly, my defense doesn't even matter all that much, because I tend to rely a lot on Magic Barrier? Why could I not remember the name of that? I used the spell like 3 seconds ago. And Magic Barrier, of course, prevents all damage. That is the one downside to using Magic Barrier so much, though. Your defense doesn't go up as much, because obviously you're not getting hit as much. So that's something to consider, but it's also not that big a deal. And also, it's actually not entirely true that Magic Barrier prevents all damage, because some enemies do have just like a normal like physical attack, and that is not actually defended by Magic Barrier, so that's something to keep in mind. Now then, I honestly don't even know where I am on my map right now. Maybe this chest will help me figure it out. No, that didn't help at all. Oh well, whatever. Just keep marching on. Yay, halfway there with fire spirits. Not that... I'm probably not gonna get to 50. And I honestly don't care all that much. But it's nice to have, you know, another big number. So I saw a spirit over there, so I should probably go pick that up. Yay, 26 fire spirits! I really gotta stop pushing these battles so close. Seems like I've been ending off a lot of battles like within one hit of dying, which is just terrible, because if I screw up, it means that I am going to... Like, if I miss my last attack, then I'm probably gonna die. And that's obviously not a risk you really want to be taking. And then I end a battle at an all-time low of 4 HP. I learn good. Actually, I probably want to be using a Dewdrop rather than walking around to get the MP I need to heal myself. Not that Dewdrops are particularly precious to me, so... Yeah, whatever. Okay. Now, I believe we should actually be fairly close to the end of the dungeon at this point. Once I'm through these tunnels, there shouldn't be a whole lot left, which is very good to know, hear, say, all those things. I don't like this place, and I want to be outside of it. There's just something about this place that I've always kind of hated. It's like a really unpleasant dungeon right before the last dungeon. And I mean, the last dungeon is always, at least sort of fun. Even if it's like super terrible, you always at least have the knowledge that it's the last dungeon. So, it's the last dungeon. I mean, there's at least some excitement there to be at the end of the game. Whereas with the second last dungeon, it's like, man, this place sucks. I just want to be done with it so I can get on to the last dungeon. I wonder if I'm close to getting another spirit. I'm pretty close. Spirit acquisition through battle at this point in the game is a very slow process. Am I really going the right way? Seems like the tunnel's almost always the correct way to go is like downhill, but this is going, or at least for a minute there, I was going uphill. Had me kind of concerned there. Well, that looks like a big open area, so yeah, that must be the right way. And that is the next boss. You may recall people mentioning him. His name is Fargo, and we will kill him tomorrow. By tomorrow, I mean next time. Catch you later.